So I custom made a schedule slash planner slash note place for myself so that I would be able to be a more efficient and organized teacher. And also, this will help my students because me being a more organized and efficient teacher will help my students have an easier time learning. Because I am a big believer that the more organized you are as a teacher, the easier it is for the kids to learn. Sometimes I feel like my students, you can easily lose them if you get distracted or if your lesson is just kind of disjointed or not organized well. So I like to keep everything I do very organized, and every year I'm trying to make myself a better system. I've tried everything from digital planners to buying planners at the store, and none of them are quite right because I like to see the entire month at once. So let me just show you what I did. So I took this, you can see here, I took this to FedEx after I was done making it and had them bind it for me so that it would be like an actual thing. And I also, on the back here, I'm gonna flip it over, you can see that I just punched 2 holes in this, and that way I put a piece of elastic, which allows me to have a little elastic band I can pull around the entire thing so that the pages don't fly open and stuff like that when I stick it in my bag at the end of the day. So it has this like frosty cover over the front of it here. And let's get into it. So oh my gosh, my calendar. Sorry. So if you look at the month of August here, you can see I've got the whole month here for you to be able to see. And there are dates on here. They're a little faint in this camera. I've marked which days are special days as far as schedule is concerned. Anytime you see a blue dot, it means we're having a late arrival day. We have a crazy schedule this year, so things are going to be crazy, but isn't it always? But here's the really interesting thing about this calendar is that when you open it up and you lay it out flat, you can see that over here, there's a whole section here for notes. And then here you can see like a little to-do section. I have little check boxes for myself, and I stuck this little sticky note here. And over here on the right, you can see there's tabs. And if I can zoom in, and the focus is kind of strange, but you can see that each tab has a month. So August, September, October, and so on. And so each one will open up to the full month all the way down. And if I open up to the last one, you can see how I did it was I first created all this in Adobe Illustrator, laid it all out, and there's also like a dot pattern here, but it's very faint, hard to see there. And then each page actually had all of the months on them. And then what I did was I cut them out individually so that they'd be tabs. And then I just covered each tab with a little piece of clear tape so that they'd be more durable to last me through the whole year. But my favorite part about this calendar is that I can have this open. I can see the entire month at once, but I also have added these little kind of they're about a third of the size of the page where it breaks down the week. So each week I can go in here and have more space to write more details. And I also have it by 8 periods here. So we have 8 periods in the day, and then we also have an advisory, which is here. So I can go through and I can write more detailed notes by particular week here with not losing sight of my full month, which is what I always hated about other calendars, is it was kind of one or the other, or they were separated. So we'll see how this goes for the year. I'm hoping that it will keep me organized. It will keep my students organized. I've got all my days marked, all of the things that are already on the calendar for the school year marked out, and taking us all the way to the end, which is in May for us, really. This is our last week, is the last week of May, and we'll see how it goes. And then in the very last page here, I have spot for notes, and then I also have a pocket that I added here on the back by Target is selling these little pockets that you can buy, and they're like have adhesive on the back, but it was the wrong size, so I had to actually cut it and add my own glue here because it wasn't quite the right size. But it's perfect because I can put notes in here, close it up, and put this strap in. So I'm hoping this works for the year. It's one of my major organizational tools I'm going to be using this year, that I created from scratch myself, and I'm going to show you a couple other things that I made as well, but this is one of them.